If you have these 5 traits, welcome to my channel. Watch this, not just with your eyes, but with your heart. My only hope is that it wakes you up and lifts you. Number 5, you keep thinking about your problems, but never take action. So many people are stuck here. They sit around overthinking, drowning in their own worries, but they never do anything. Even a duck, a duck keeps paddling like crazy under the water to stay afloat. But some people, they just float in their own fantasies. They ignore reality, act like their life is fine, but inside they're crumbling. They haven't built anything real. They haven't helped their parents. They have no direction, no discipline, no values. Ask them, what's your plan? They'll change the topic, make excuses, lie to themselves, talk about some dream relationship or fake story online. But have they ever tried to build something and failed? No. Try to learn something? No. Do they even think seriously about life? Not even once. They've invested nothing in themselves, no skills, no growth. Instead, they live in an imaginary world. Please love me. Please care about me. Let's take a loan and go for a walk. Take me here, take me there. All while their real life is falling apart, but they keep chasing validation on social media. All for likes, all for fake smiles. They build 4 or 5 fantasy love stories on a cheap data plan and forget they haven't built one real life. That's a weak mind. They keep replaying their problems in their head, but they never stand up and do something. If this hits you hard, that means it's speaking to your truth. Number 4, you run the moment things get hard. Online, life looks easy. Love, happiness, sex, attention, positivity. But when real problems show up, they panic, they hide, they act like victims. They say, I'm depressed, and give up. All those castles they built in their head, gone, destroyed. I've been there too. People see our highlight reels online and think we're winning, but they don't see the struggle behind the scenes. They don't see the dust, the sweat, the pain. They think life is soft like butter. But we know the ground is hard and unforgiving. When those fantasy castles fall, that's when truth hits. Mom and dad are still sick. The roof still leaks. There's no money in the bank, and there's no one coming to save you. They cry, I'm lost. They look for someone to lift them, but they don't want to climb. They don't want to struggle. They don't want to grow the hard way. They want shortcuts, fast money, gambling, running to another country, doing something illegal. Why? Because they never train their mind to be strong. Number 3, you let others control your life. If your mind is weak, then your life is no longer yours. People will tell you what to do, and you'll obey. Even your own thoughts will turn against you. You do things just to please people. You say yes when your heart screams no. You pretend to be someone you're not just to be liked. You apologize all the time. You shrink yourself. You ask for permission to chase your own dreams. Someone says, that goal is too big. You throw it away. Someone gossips about your friend. You cut that friend off. You hand your power away piece by piece until there's nothing left of you. Number 2, you've pulled away from the world. Remember when you were full of dreams? You built little fantasy worlds in your head, then one by one they fell apart. So now you hide. You slip into the shadows and hope no one notices you've gone quiet. But a strong mind doesn't stay down. It gets up where it fell, pushes back against unfairness, against pain, against anyone who tries to hold it down. Knock it over 10 times. It stands up 11. Storm after storm, it still moves forward with a smile. A weak mind does the opposite. It cries alone, overthinks everything, panics, hides, grows bitter. It keeps silent when life is unfair, melts down in front of people, begs for attention, clings to anyone who will listen. and forgets what self-respect even feels like. That's not you at least. It doesn't have to be anymore. Number one, you give up too fast. Take a hard look at this blurry, messy video of life. Watch it all the way through, no matter how uncomfortable it gets. Now ask yourself, what do you feel? A weak person cries, quits, blames the world, and stays flat on the ground. A strong person, they wipe the tears, push harder, keep moving, and eventually win. They beat their own doubts, then they help the people around them win too. Honestly, what else is there to say? We'll dive deeper in the next video on an entire series on turning a fragile mindset into an iron one. Just remember, nobody remembers quitters. Nobody depends on them. Nobody even notices them after a while. This planet rewards lions, lone wolves, kings, queens the bold, the brave, the unstoppable. That includes you. We're telling you all this because you're meant to win. So stand up again. Good luck. My friend, seriously, good luck